Tomlinson, everybody.
Hi, I'm Louis Tomlinson on Nova.
Hello.
Hello, stranger. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you, mate?
Mate, I'm very good. It's even better to be speaking to you again and for you to be out releasing music. Before we even start chatting, internally, how are you feeling now? How are your emotions? What's going on inside your head?
Honestly, man, I'm just, as you know, it's been a while since I've had new music, so I think it's always the same week before release. You know what I mean? I'm just eager to get to release and see what people think, really, because I feel like it's been a while since I've released music, so I'm excited. Eager.
Yeah, well, it has been a little minute. The new song, Two of Us, obviously a quite emotional song for you. Do you want to talk a little bit about? I feel like it's such a personal thing.
Yeah, we can do. Yeah, we can do. Mate, of course, it's to be expected on the with the concept of the song. It was important for me to write this song because I feel like, as a songwriter, it's amazing to be able to write about both the positive and the negative. And I feel like I kind of just needed to get this off my chest, really, before I could properly move forward. I knew I always needed to write this song. And I was in a session with a few guys who played me the verse and chorus, and I just fell in love with it straight away. I was lucky, really, because I've said before in a couple of interviews, I don't think I was ready to write this song on my own yet.
Okay.
Because I feel like I want it to be like in my own head, I want it to be like 2 or 3 years more into my songwriting, because there's a lot of responsibility on this song. So hopefully, and also I want to get this point across as well. I don't want it to feel sad, you know what I mean? I want it to feel hopeful.
All right, well, the song, you wrote it for your mum who passed away. It is called Two of Us. Brand new Louis Tomlinson. Let's give it its first play right here in Australia. It's on. It's Louis Tomlinson.
Take it back.
It's Louis Tomlinson, everybody.
Hi, I'm Louis Tomlinson on Nova.
As you embark on this next stage of your career as the solo artist, is it a different type of stress? Is it a different type of pressure? Or are you approaching things like sort of the same way as you would have in years gone by?
You mean in comparison to being in the band?
Yeah.
It was quite drastic, to be honest. But it's been something that's been super exciting, but also the responsibility of it. Like I've said before, like when we brainstormed an idea, when we had an idea and we spoke about it as a group, even if I brought an idea to the table, and if we all agreed at the end of it, then we'd agreed that as a collective. But now every decision is kind of on my head, you know what I mean? So I feel the pressure of that, definitely.
Can I tell you, I used to do a radio show with someone else. Every time you'd have a meeting about something creative, it had to be a group decision. Since going alone, mate, the best thing that ever happened to me. I mean, I get to do what I get to do when I want to do it. And you know what? Sometimes, you have to accept that responsibility may not always go to plan, but at least you're giving it everything that is 100% genuine to you inside, and then you can sleep easy at night, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like that.
Now, I want to know, what's the story? Any plans to come to Australia? What I feel like I ask this all the time, but I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, or what we can say, or is there anything to say?
Just so you know, every time I have a conversation with International, Australia is always one of the first countries mentioned. Because, you guys were so amazing to us when we were in the band, and still continue to be amazing to us. And also, we had some amazing shows there. So definitely. I'm working on, getting there as soon as possible. And hopefully there'll be a tour, to talk about. And there's relatively soon.
Oh, okay, nice. And don't forget, Australia has the iconic snake habitat that maybe needs a visit. It's been a little...
I do love that shit.
Does it feel like a lifetime for you? Because people may not know this now. It's been so many years, but I remember, and you would too, way back before it all went stupid crazy, and the first time we met, and I literally just rocked into the London office for your record label, and then they just said, hey, do this interview with this guy called Smallzy. Apparently the song's playing in the radio. You look back on it now, and there's been so many things. It just feels like a lifetime ago sometimes, right?
Definitely, and I think, because we had so many amazing experiences and everything happened so quick, It almost, yeah. You know, when you look back on the amazing memories, and you know, there's so many of them, it does kind of feel like a lifetime ago. You know, we did a lot of growing up in the industry.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, hey, there's a bunch of people who are tuning into us on Twitter tonight. When we come back, we've got to do some fan questions. Shout out to Nat in Colombia, Millie in Argentina, Laura in the Netherlands. Wow, we worldwide tonight, people. Charlie XCX now, more with Louis next.
I just wanna go.
Ezra, hold my girl. Smallzy surgery on tonight at Nova. Hey, just found out we're going to get Louis back on the show Monday night.
Yeah, Monday.
I had no idea. Two in a row. Monday night, more. Louis is going to be calling back into the show. Right now, though, we need to do some fan questions because I see everybody blowing up my Twitter tonight from Russia. Someone actually tweeted me from Russia with love. Not sure if James Bond fan or actually from Russia and sending love. Someone in Argentina, this said, it went away. Question for Louis, no socks or no shoe. Ooh, okay. Well, let's ask some fan questions. Let's do it.
Take it back. I just keep on coming back to you.
It's Louis Tomlinson, everybody.
Hi, I'm Louis Tomlinson on Nova. Darling, just hold me.
Now before, I know we're running out of time, but I do know, I did ask, I saw you tweeted me, thank you very much for that, because then the fans knew that we would be catching up, and I was like, well, I must ask some of their questions. So just some old school fan questions from the Twitter. Nicola from Brisbane, how do you make the perfect cup of tea?
Right, there is a method actually. Right, so you put the tea bag in the mug. Boil the water, obviously. Get the water in the mug. Now, you want to leave that for about 2 minutes, maybe 2.5 minutes. But as soon as you start entering to 3.5, your tea's it's done. It's done. So you need to make sure you get the tea bag out after about 2 minutes, pop some milk in. Don't bother putting any sugar in because that would be wrong. And then you've got the perfect cup of tea.
It's the brew time. So what you're saying to me, it's the length of the brew that's very pivotal to how good your tea taste is.
Absolutely. Vital.
Emma in Sydney wants to know your favourite emoji to send in a text message. Do you have one?
I'm not really a massive fan of them. I don't use them too often. Maybe middle finger.
Great. I should have known the answer to that. I should have known the answer. Hayley's made an assumption that there's a tour coming, and she also wants to know what merch designs are you working on for the tour, if there's anything happening at all. They're very excited, and they want the answers.
Well, yeah, there'll be a tour at some point, definitely, because I miss being up road for sure. And I've always been quite involved with the merch side of things anyway, so I'm really excited to start getting into that. I mean, it's pretty early on for that, but we've had initial conversations about that, so I'm keen to get some merch out ASAP. Definitely.
Lovely. Well, hey, man, as I said, I think the song is beautiful. It's called Two of Us. It is out right now. Louis, it was always a pleasure to chat to you, and thanks so much for your time, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Smallzy, thanks. And you're always such a legend with the fans as well. Thanks for asking their questions and stuff, man. That's proper cool. Good to speak to you.
Mate, anytime.
Yeah. I mean, they're amazing like that. I mean, yeah, especially with the No Control campaign, obviously, that you helped out with. Yeah, that was obviously just an album track, wasn't going to be a single, and the fans just decided that they wanted it as a single. I mean, it's just genius. Their support is not just so loyal, but it's often so entrepreneurial, you know. They really are so smart, these people, and very, very... You know, on release day, there's people just going around different cities all over the world with just flyers to my single and just handing them out to people, and just with headphones playing people the songs, getting their reaction on the street, stuff like this. I mean, that's crazy. If I was on it quicker, I would have done Issues, but Niall actually covered that and did a great job. I think that's a great song. I definitely find the time to watch quite a lot of TV, to be honest, but I'm not a Game of Thrones guy. I'll be honest. I've only watched about 3 episodes, and I thought they were a little long. I know that's probably silly for me to say, but maybe one day I'll discover it again. I feel like I've caned everything on Netflix. It's like this, especially for bedtime. There's this series called Forensic Files, right? 20 minutes long. Great one to put on before you go to sleep. Good, yeah.
We were really nervous. We didn't really know what to say.
What do you say?
Yeah, she kind of spoke to us, and we just nodded our heads and smiled.
Yeah, there's a full-on routine you have to.
I don't think you're allowed to talk to her before she talks to you.
Yeah, no, you're not.
There's a special thing you have to do.
Oh yeah, no, there's a special protocol, if you will.
You can't be like, yo, what up, Queen?
What up, Queenie?
No, you can't get arrested.
What's goody?
Okay, so Louis Tomlinson has a brand new song out. This has just been released. Now, Louis Tomlinson, of course, is from Doncaster. He's from One Direction fame. He's out on his solo part of his career. He's already had 2 great big hits as a solo artist, one with BB Rexa. And this is his latest track, which is about his mum, who passed away 2 years ago. And here is Louis describing the song.
I think this is probably a fairly decent, between this single and the one that we'll have after this, that'll be a good representation of the album, I think. The simplicity in the song and the lyric is, for me, what makes it beautiful. So I didn't want to overcomplicate that too much by putting in too many modern sounds or anything like that. So we kind of kept it pretty real and honest. I'm Louis Tomlinson, and here's my new single, Two of Us.
It's been a minute since I called you. One life for the 2 of us.
He said he's made that song to just help, if it can, just one other person that's going through a tough time at the moment. Louis Tomlinson and 2 of Us. That is his brand new single on TraxFM. I like that. And when we caught up with Louis yesterday, he was telling us how he is a Doncaster lad, but we obviously still asked him if he followed what's going on.
What's funny is, I did used to keep up with Free Press, but actually I've recently followed Doncaster Council on Twitter. They're just jokers, like, it's funny. I just did, like, they're just, I mean, they're not exactly funniest jokes, but you don't expect it to be coming from the Doncaster Council Twitter, you know what I mean?
There you go. Doncaster Council, your Twitter is a hit with Louis Tomlinson.
TraxFM. 50 million people listen to what he has to say on his social media. His last 2 solo singles have been streamed just 1 billion times. He was massive on the X Factor, and then he was an X Factor winning judge as well. It's Louis Tomlinson.
Hello, what an introduction that was. Wow.
Tell you what,
Yeah, like that.
some zeros on there, aren't there? Some zeros on those numbers.
There's a few.
Oh my God. And of course the X Factor. Now you were on it, that's where it all started, but then how did it feel being a judge?
So the first couple of days, I was proper nervous. I was nervous, but then I kind of settled into it a little bit. You know, I had the experience emotionally because I've been on the show as well. I feel like that really helped me, and I just love getting into like all the creatives and helping pick songs and like, yeah, we're dead excited.
And talk to me about you and Robbie Williams and the tattoos. What happened there?
We were meant to just put X's on each other's arms, you know, for X Factor. We didn't think too much about it, and I did mine, and I thought it was all right, to be fair. And then he did mine, and honestly, it's hard to explain, but it's certainly not a straight line, and it looks more religious than the X Factor.
Oh wow!
We've seen that you've found your way to a youth club, at least for your new video.
Yeah.
Did you youth club back in the day when you were a youth?
When's youth club? When you're like 13, 14, that kind of age?
Around about there.
Yeah, just before you start drinking, or just before we did in Doncaster, let me make that clear. I think I did used to go there. I don't really have too many memories there, but yeah, we went there for the video. We had a few different locations. We went to a lot of different locations around Leeds and Sheffield and Yorkshire and stuff, and yeah, it was cool.
The song, it's out now. Tell us a bit about it, and then introduce it, and we'll get it on.
I felt a lot of support from a lot of people when I was going through a sad time in my life, and the fans were amazing, and everyone was amazing around that time. So I wanted to try and help, you know, people who might be going through a similar thing, and obviously, you know, I can relate to that heavily, and I just wanted to create something that was hopeful, but also a little hard-hitting. I feel like creatively I needed to kind of get this off my chest before I could move forward, really. I'm Louis Tomlinson. This is Two of Us on KMFM Breakfast.
It's been a minute since I called you. Just a buzz.
It's KMFM Breakfast with Gary and Laura, and Louis Tomlinson's on the show with us today. New song is out now. It's Two of Us, and there's many more than two of you following Louis on his social media. 60 million people. That's a whole country's worth of people. Imagine the power you can wield with that.
Scary, isn't it? Scary.
You're like a king or a prince or a something, a sultan maybe.
Now you get so many tweets from your fans, Louis. One of them that we know you've seen seen this morning, which has really made us laugh. Have you thought about playing a concert in Poland? We have good alcohol and awesome fans. We are really a beautiful country.
Head of tourism in Poland needs to employ that girl, because that is a perfect tweet. That is a perfect tweet. Yeah.
Good alcohol and awesome fans. So what we're thinking is, if we name the things that they've got to offer, you've got to try and guess which country it is. Okay.
I'm not going to be great at this. Let's go.
Sarah tweeted you saying, come here, this country, and we'll cover you in boba and chicken rice.
Honestly, I have no idea in that one. Pass.
Okay, sorry, you won't be coming to Singapore. That wasn't enough.
I'll come.
Okay, this one from Clara. She wants you to come and see them because they have nice chocolate.
Belgium?
Yes,
there we go.
Put them on the tour.
Boom.
That's where it'll be going. Our favourite one was from Mozza, who wants us you to come. In fact, he's really kind of twisting your arm to come to their country.
Yes, they've said you need to come here or I won't unlock my grandma from the cage. And they shared a picture of their grandma locked up inside what looks like a giant bird cage.
Feels like some real blackmail on her end there. Right, where I have no idea. Doncaster?
Oh, just Indonesia. So Grandma might be in there for a while.
Okay,
Should we do our pitch, Gary? Should we do our pitch?
Oh, yeah, look.
Go on, what you got?
Okay,
we think you should come to Kent because we've got Gypsy Tarts, the oldest roller coaster in the UK, great beaches, Whitstable oysters, Brogdale apples, and loads of castles. Louis, what are you saying? Are you going to come and see us?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Good sell.
Yes, Louis coming, everybody. Okay, well, we'll brace ourselves for that. And next up, Louis is going to have a second bash. So a lot of people don't get a second go at our game. But Louis is going to play our celebrity version of your describing game. Say it. Louis Tomlinson, more with him playing our game soon.
Young Money.
When they were on the show, Little Mix, we did it with them. In fact, when all our celebrity guests come on the show, we have to do it with them. So, with Louis Tomlinson, of course we've got a
KMFM breakfast. Say it.
It's time for Celebrity Say It with Louis Tomlinson. Now, Louis, you did quite well last time you played.
You managed a brilliant 13, which is way up our leaderboard.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay.
How's the top 10 looking at the moment?
Top 10, well, right at the very top, we've got Little Mix with 19. That is
that's the score to beat.
Yeah, but there are four of them.
Yeah,
We've got Jess Glynn with 14. And we've got fellow One Directioner Liam Payne. He got 13 as well. So at the moment, you're tying with Liam Payne. I reckon you've got to try and beat that today.
Right.
Okay, let's have it.
We've got to smash Payne here. We've got to do this.
Say it.
It's a flower that's got the thorns on it, and you have them on Valentine's Day. And
roses.
Yes, it's somebody who leads the ship. The hook is somebody.
Captain.
Yes, it's what birds live in, the bed that they
Nest.
have. Yeah, it's what you would order from McDonald's. You go and get the thing is in the
burger.
Yeah. It's the stuff you put in the thing on your head to make it like spiky. You used to have it in the 90s.
Gel,
yes,
brill cream.
It's what you eat, 2 bits of bread with ham in the middle, or
a sandwich.
Yes, it's a stepping something that you walk on to get across the lake.
Stone.
Yeah, it's what you sleep in at night. The thing you go to.
Bed.
Yeah, when you fancy someone and you close one eye at them and you give them a look, you
Wink.
give them a cheeky. Yeah, it's the film about the penguin who dances and he's not
Happy
sad.
Feet.
Yeah, it's the thing you look in with a reflection and
Mirror.
Yeah, it's the thing you play on at the playground and you have to grab them and you put one arm
Slide.
in front of the other and you have to swing across them. A bit like an animal
swings.
that goes
Swings.
animal. And then
monkey.
you go-
Monkey bars.
Yeah. It's when you go to the beach. The stuff that's with the sea. It's the golden stuff.
Sand.
Oh no! Let's see how that was a very exciting game.
That was tense. That was tense.
That is
Louis.
tense.
I'm sweating.
Yeah, you should be. Now, Rose 1, Captain 2, Nest 3, Burger 4, Gel 5, Sandwich 6, Stone 7, Bed 8, Wink 9, Happy Feet 10, Mirror 11, Monkey Bars got there in the end 12, Sand 13. He's drawn again with his and he's level with Liam Payne once again. It was so close. But there he goes, a champion in our eyes. And don't forget, everyone, your one mission is to get the album out. What can we expect from that, and when can we expect that?
I think, well, it's got to be at the end of the year. It's got to be this year, but it'll probably be at the end of the year.
Okay.
And yeah, I suppose fans can they'll probably learn a little bit more about me. It's very honest lyrically, and yeah, hopefully everyone likes it.
I'm sure they will.
I love it.
And we love the song already. The new song, Two of Us, is out now from Louis Tomlinson. That was Louis Tomlinson on KMFM Breakfast, Ken. What a treat.
Yay.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
You're insecure, don't know what for. You're turning heads when you walk